I'm waiting for some epoxy to dry, so I've got a little time to kill. I pick up the phone and I start scrolling looking for anything that might be interesting. So I come across a reel and it's titled, "My Girlfriend Takes My '69 Mustang for a Ride." The thumbnail shows a redhead in a red dress sitting inside what looks to me to be a first generation Mustang. Not a 69, but like a 64 to 66. But that's okay, that's fine, whatever it is, let's check it out. So I click on the video and it's a redhead in a red dress sitting in this car, and she gets herself ready, the car's already rolling, and then she starts ripping through the gears. Bang, 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 like she's shifting with real anger. Okay, all right, they weren't proper power shifts. She was lifting between gears, but that's okay, it doesn't matter. It was an impressive display of rage driving that was just really intense. Here, watch. That was excellent, right? I'll save it a rewind time. Here it is again. Excellent, right? But then it clicks. A couple of things clicked. The first is that obviously it's not a 69 Mustang, it's a first generation Mustang, but that's okay. But something about the positioning of the roll bar caught my attention. I was like, you know, the roll bar is further back than it should normally be. You know, roll bar should be sucked up right to the back of the front seat, but this is like way back in a place where I really couldn't even imagine it fitting with the roofline and all. But it's just a detail. But then something else made me realize maybe something's up with this, and that was that yesterday I saw a video of a blonde in a red dress ripping through the gears on her first generation Mustang. Here, check it out. That's pretty similar, right? Right down to the woof at the end. Here, watch the two of them back to back. Crazy, right? Yeah, so maybe they're not real. Maybe that's AI. Yeah, so I did a video a few weeks ago talking about the invasion of AI slop into the YouTube sphere and how it's stealing a lot of eyes from legitimate, you know, content creators. I hate to use that term. I hate the term content creator. YouTubers. All right, so it's stealing a lot of view time from human YouTubers. And you know, it's a fact of life. It's something we've got to deal with, and YouTube's not about to do anything about it. But this thing with AI and this hyper-realism, because you watch those videos, you look at those girls, you look at the details on them, their hair, the way the hair moves, the way the seat moves, it looks so real. And it's not just them. There's a bunch of others. Some of them are also wearing red dresses. Some of them are wearing white tops with red skirts. And then sometimes their grandmother even goes for a rip.
So if you like muscle cars and acceleration, came to pick up my grandfather from the gym, and we stopped by the garage to check on the projects we're working on. So if you like muscle cars and acceleration, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share our channel. Right, my granddaughter?
And they all look incredibly realistic. So while the invasion of AI slop into the YouTube sphere is putting a hurting on watch time for us human YouTubers, this is kind of a bigger thing, because at this stage of the game, they're creating people, they're creating AI images of people that are so realistic that unless you scrutinize them and you scrutinize their movements, you would never know that they were AI. I guess it was maybe about 10 years ago or so. In the conspiracy circles, people were talking about deep fakes and how deep fakes are going to be a thing. You know, it was kind of hard to wrap your head around it at that time, because AI imagery, it just wasn't there. You know, you couldn't imagine anything being that lifelike, that, you know, but here it is now. And the funny thing is that you know that the government and the government and big industry have technology that's at least 10 years ahead of what we have now. And the videos that we're showing here, these girls blasting gears, they're made by private individuals. This isn't like a government or a media, you know, official media effort. And it makes you wonder what the psychos and the ghouls that run the behind the scenes of our governments and our institutions and our financial systems, what they're actually capable of and what you may come across in the future. And it's almost as if the internet and everything that we've come to know about the internet, it's almost in the process of discrediting itself. Because these people, these girls that are driving these cars are indistinguishable really from the real thing. Imagine what the next level has, right? Imagine what these people, and I use the term loosely, can produce to get us all to go along with whatever it is that they may or may not want us to go along with. There's a lot of implications to this, but it's a matter of being aware. You got to be aware. You can't believe everything you see. You have to give everything a, am I even real? Am I an AI avatar of myself? Yeah, I'm the real thing. Don't worry about that. I'm not important enough for anybody to copy. I'm not pretty enough for anybody to copy yet. So it's something to be aware of. It's something to keep your eyes on. But as usual, the old man always gets the last word.
Get some, bitches!
And real power shifts. See you tomorrow.